shopping and, oh, I hope I have the right bag and I hope I have everything in my bag. Lovely to bump. Oh, hello, you're here already? That's fantastic. Well, let's get going then. This is my latest bag that I've been using, a couple of months. I've given in, it's leather. But it's Italian, so that's okay. It's got some lovely turquoise fitments on it, which I love. It's got a stopper thing, what you call a press fastener, and then another zip. So it's a bag in a bag, and I've got another bag in it as well, because you've got to have your shopper bag as well. Marvellous bag, love it. Okay, now this is my previous bag. This is, of course, bought this in Totnes, where else? It's made out of recycled tyres. Look at that, that's my designer label. It says the Rubber Cow Company. Fantastic bag, but it's falling apart. That's a shame. Now, this is a wonderful old bag. This is my nod to vintage, my Miss Marple. Oh yes, marvellous little bag. That's falling apart, but I like that bag. Now, this is a smart bag. You don't mess with this bag. This is a serious ladies' adults bag. My husband gave me that. It's Texia. Again, I think it's Italian. Marvellous bag. Look at that clasp. A lot of people comment on the clasp. Okay, now this is another bag. This is a peg bag. Well, of course, every woman has a peg bag, doesn't she? Whoever doesn't? I mean, the most wonderful invention, beautiful embroidery style. Now, you would know this, wouldn't you? Yes, of course, you know this, you recognise this. This is marvellous, love that. Got a load of those. Now, this is another wonderful, look, patent leather. Who wouldn't want this? The cutest little bag. Love patent leather. Of course, you know, I was in a convent when I was younger, sadly. They expelled me when I was 12. Now, the nuns said you couldn't wear patent leather shoes because you could see your knickers in them. And I thought, how ridiculous is that? Now, again, this is a wonderful bag. This is an old wash bag, and it's a wash bag with a bag inside the bag. Look at that. I mean, everybody has to have that bag. This is an Audrey Hepburn, nod to designer label, I suppose, or iconic figure. Great bag, good. Sits on the shoulder well, good straps. I've had to have the straps redone. Yeah, I love this bag. It sort of feels that it's a bit more me, this bag. Okay, I call this my boating bag. I bought this for £5. Look, it's got a reflective thing on it, sits on your back. Now, this is an interesting bag because my husband and I went long married, and he never was able to tell me how much he hated this until eventually he said, I really don't like that bag. And it was an important moment where we were able to tell each other how we felt about certain things that the other person wore. This is my Porsche bag. This was an important bag in that we were discussing in the car after long and many years deciding that we weren't going to have children. That after trying all and many options, we decided that adoption was the final route, which we didn't feel we could do. And we ended up in a Porsche showrooms. How we were there, I don't know. My husband loves Porsches. There's not much for women in there, and I bought this bag. Baby bag, I don't know. This is my latest shopper. Great bag. This, again, good colour. My colour sits on my shoulder. It's, again, got a little press fastener. That was a freebie. That's a great bag. This is my... this is my party bag. This is in the bad old days when I was a naughty girl and did too many of naughty things and got... Well... What can I say? I used to party and drink and carry on and sing, and this is my funky chick bag. Great bag. Love it. This is another part of the past. This is a token gesture, black plastic bag. When things all went awry and, sort of came down to the end of my drinking days, I ended up going into a facility with all my gear in one black plastic bag. That was about it. I mean, I had other things, but that was an iconic symbolic movement of moving in there. This is also part of the past, but a positive part of the past. When I was on the way to getting my life back together again, found this in an American vintage shop where they have them in their own houses, and this is what a great bag. Look at that. And I've carried this bag all the way around the world with me. This is my camera bag. This is part of who I am. I've been a photographer for years and years and years. This is almost pain and pleasure. It's creativity, but it's also hard. I've done many hard hours lumping gear around. This is a great bag. It's not leather, it's fake. It's a fake designer bag. It's capacious, almost too big, but it's got every handle and hook. The only problem is sometimes you whack into people, which I don't like, but that's okay. This is a Fennec vintage bag. Again, a stylish bag. You don't mess with this bag. This isn't a bag you go, ha ha ha. No, this is a serious bag. This is a bag that was given to me by my sister. I have many sisters, and this is a to do with the character that I use called Gloria T. Greywater. And she's American and she's pretty poisonous, and this is one of her bags. Now, what else have I got? Oh, now this is important. This is a beautiful vintage leather bag that, so I suppose you call it a little suitcase, that my husband gave me, and I keep this memento mori in here, really, and important, iconic things from my life and important things. And this was the latest thing I found, a lovely card from my mother. Very much important writing. You'd recognise my mother's writing anyway. She was into riding, and love to James and much love, Mummy. And it's always a really important memory for that. I was very fond of my mother. She gave me lots of things. She gave me some negative things, it has to be said, but she gave me positive things. This is her mother's case, my grandmother. A beautiful case. Again, Amy Cassidy AC on there. And this is a very, very old beaded evening bag of Gagas. I used to know my grandmother as Gaga. Gaga gave me a love of ritual, of beauty, of style, tea, important factor. And finally is my latest bag, which I bought for £1. And I think that symbolises the bag world. And then finally, this is a little beautiful reticule, because vintage and things of the past are very important. And this belonged to an elderly lady in the town who was very stylish, very independent, very interesting woman, and again had a lot of vintage. I think she must have reminded me of my grandmother, but I was very fond of her. And she left me this, and it's a beautiful bag, and it just makes me think about the importance of sharing our love with each other and taking care of each other, and friends and family are very important. So have a bagful day.